Popco Studios in Oklahoma City. You're watching The Press Row. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Barry Trammell. Time for our weekly inbox segment, Barry. We always take questions from email, try to answer them here on video. Let's get right to it. Let's start with this question from Val. Val says, the Christmas game was the clearest example of NBA home cooking that was perpetrated against the Thunder. I hope that you and the sports journalists will have the guts to say so. Well, we're sports journalists, Barry. Are we going to have the guts to say so?
Well, I mean, I can see why Val would think so. I mean, after all, the Heat shot 19 foul shots in that game, and the Thunder shot 38. I mean, you go on the road and you shoot twice as many foul shots as the home team. You got no reason to complain about officiating. There were some calls that could have gone the other way for the Thunder, but the truth of the matter is the Heat made more plays, moved the ball better, got better shots throughout the game. So that's why the Thunder lost. It had nothing to do with officiating.
Yeah, calls can always go. I think there's always about an equal amount of calls that go both ways against a team. And if you're a Heat fan sitting at home, you think, wow, lucky we pulled that one out because there were 3 or 4 or 5 missed fouls on us. And you know what? I think a lot of people are up in arms about the Russell Westbrook shot. And yes, it does look like he got hit on that shot. But if you watch, it also looks like he kicked out his leg, which could have just as easily been a foul on him. So the fact that that was a no call was probably for the best because it really could have gone for either team. I know that's one, though, that's got a lot of Thunder fans up in arms after that loss to the Heat. All right, what about this one, Mary, from Ed? He says, I don't believe it's possible for this very good Thunder team to beat Miami 4 out of 7. What about that, Barry? If this is a finals rematch, is there any hope for the Thunder?
I mean, I obviously would favor Miami, but for crying out loud, there seems to be some overreaction. The Thunder goes to Miami, plays on the marquee stage, doesn't play that well, and has a shot in the last minute to win the game. I came away fairly encouraged for the Thunder. Miami's going to be very tough to beat, but to say that the Thunder can't beat them in a potential finals is crazy. I think the Thunder is getting better and better. By the month, this is a franchise that gets better. So, no, I think clearly the Thunder has a shot to win the NBA championship.
Is your glass half full, Barry? Is that?
I mean, maybe 3/4. It might be 3/4.
I was going to say, it maybe not be overflowing, but you definitely got a glass half full. And yeah, a team that doesn't play very well, that gets a less than great performance out of Russell Westbrook, to me, and to still be in that game, it shows that they've had some serious development in some other areas. I mean, even Kevin Durant gets in early foul trouble, and he's not in the game very much in the first half. Is definitely off his game. So you start to tile some of those things up, and you think, wow, that could have really been a loss in the double digits or even more to the Heat. So I think that speaks to just how good this team is. And I tell you where that improvement's going to come that I think gives them a chance if this does become a finals rematch. Serge Ibaka and Russell Westbrook continue to show signs of improvement, Barry. We see it by the week. We're seeing it, evidence all the time of a better Serge Ibaka offensively and defensively, a better Russell Westbrook in all phases of the game. As long as that continues, and is there any reason to think it won't, I think this team will be right there in the conversation with the Heat come playoff time. All right, back to the inbox. This one comes from Craig. Craig says, Beef O'Brady Bowl? What's a Beef O'Brady? What is a Beef O'Brady?
Well, I mean, obviously he's referring to the classic bowl matchup last week. Central Florida played somebody, Ball State, I think.
A classic matchup.
A classic matchup. Well, I happen to know what a Beef O'Brady Bowl is. Beef O'Brady is a restaurant chain in Tampa, St. Pete.
Did you look it up?
I actually stumbled upon it when I was down in Tampa a year ago. I didn't go, did not dine there. It'd be sort of like, I don't know,
the Ruth Chris Bowl?
Well, I mean, like if it came to Oklahoma City, I don't know, the Cholinos Bowl. Nobody would know what that is, but here in Oklahoma City, we think it was just perfect. But no, Beef O'Brady. What I want to know, to me, it's a better name for a bowl game than a restaurant. For crying out, Beef O'Brady does not sound like a place I want to go eat. It sounds like something Kramer feeds his horse when he's driving the carriage on Seinfeld. So, I think Beef O'Brady's a better bowl name than a restaurant name.
Well, and I don't think it's the worst bowl name out there. I mean, you've got the BBVA Compass Bowl. You've got the GoDaddy.com Bowl. You've got the Meineke Car Care of Texas Bowl.
Right. Not to be confused with the Meineke Car Care Bowl that used to be in Charlotte.
It's so confusing. To me, let's just go back to simple names that either are the city where it is or some shortened version of your sponsor. I know you got to get your sponsor out there, Bowls, but please help us out here a little bit, for crying out loud.
The Brady Bowl.
The Brady Bowl, exactly. All right, back to the inbox one last time. This one from Jerry. Jerry says, Johnny Manziel has been on the celebrity circuit, lost his quarterback coach who was instrumental to his success, is out of his football routine and bound to be a little bit rusty. Wow, sounds like Johnny Manziel's hit the skids here, Barry. Can the Stoops brothers get the OU defense ready to play Johnny Heisman?
Well, I mean, I think they can. Now, here's the problem with Johnny football. If let's say he is off his rhythm, if let's say he is off his game, he is out of his routine. He doesn't play football in a routine. He's not. This is not Peyton Manning. Downside hike, three-step drop, look here, throw. That's not what he does. Downside hike, and he runs around like he's on the sandlot. So I don't think he can get off track. I don't think a layoff or the Heisman circuit can throw Manziel. So I think the Sooners are going to get their best shot, get the best shot from Johnny football. But I still think they can win the game. I mean, I think they can slow Johnny football down. SEC defenses have. And you know, he's a great player, but I think Oklahoma can do it. But it's not going to be because he's rusty from a Heisman trip.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring their best effort. I don't think you can assume that just because Johnny Manziel's, like you said, it's been on sort of the celebrity circuit and all the Heisman hype, that he's not going to be ready to play. I think this is going to be a huge, huge challenge for Oklahoma. I think it's a challenge very much akin to last year when they played the Heisman winner, Robert Griffin III. That dual threat, which Griffin became more of a pass guy, whereas Manziel, I think, maybe tends a little more towards using his feet still, but clearly a really difficult task out in front of the Sooners. I think it's going to be a great game, Barry. I'm excited to see how do the Sooners use this off time and how are they prepared to defend Johnny Manziel. And be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.